Power doesn't always die in a war. Sometimes it bleeds out quietly in a hallway. Thomas Godolkin, the man whose name built a university, a legacy, and a lie, died not in a storm of glory, but at the hands of the girl he tried to control. Moreau didn't just kill a man, she killed a symbol, and that single act has cracked the foundation of an entire world. Tonight we're going to dive deep into how Marie did it, why she had to be the one, and how this single death might change the entire universe of the boys forever. To understand the moment Thomas Godolkin fell, we have to strip it down to the blood. From the very beginning, Marie's power wasn't just flashy, it was lethal. Her control over blood made her a weapon Vought never fully understood. But in the finale, something changed. Her healing arc, that painful, symbolic moment earlier in the season, didn't just mend her, it evolved her. While others saw her as broken, she was quietly learning how to bend what others can't. Godolkin, so obsessed with control, never considered that someone could outmaneuver him from the inside. When the confrontation finally came, Godolkin underestimated her. He saw a scared student. What he got was the weapon he accidentally forged. Marie didn't overpower him, she outcalculated him. But let's be honest, this wasn't just about who could kill him. This was about who deserved to. Thomas Godolkin wasn't just a man. He was Marie's prison. He was the institution that took her trauma, dressed it in red and gold, and called it education. He built the system that decided who lives, who climbs the rankings, who becomes a hero, and who disappears underground. For seasons, Marie has been haunted by the blood on her own hands. Her parents, the training, the lies. Killing Godolkin wasn't an accident, it was a reclamation. And that's why it had to be her, because no one else symbolized both the weapon and the wound like Marie did. But before we move on, let's be honest. For a lot of fans, this moment wasn't just shocking, it was frustrating. All season long, Thomas Godolkin was built up like a ghost in the walls. Every whisper, every experiment, every student ranked and manipulated. It all pointed to a man who felt untouchable, a final boss, a monster hidden behind the machine. And then he dies. Fast, brutal, almost too easy. It's like the show dangled this larger-than-life villain in front of us for 8 episodes, only to yank him off the board before the war even started. Some fans feel cheated, and honestly, that reaction makes sense, because what the writers built wasn't just a man, it was a mystery, a force, a chess master. And when a mystery dies that fast, it leaves a hole. But here's the thing, maybe that was the point. Killing Godolkin so suddenly isn't just a plot twist, it's a message. It's the writers saying he was never the end game. He was just the first domino, and the chaos that follows might be way bigger than he ever was. And here's where things get even darker. When a king falls, it's never the end of the game. It's the beginning of a war. With Thomas Godolkin dead, Godolkin University has lost its brain, but not its teeth. The structures he built remain. The ranking system, the underground experiments, the ties to Vought, all of it is still there. And that means someone or something will fill the gap. The finale subtly teased this. The board doesn't panic, they shift. It's a sign. Marie may have killed the man, but the machine still lives. And this is where the crossover begins. Godolkin's death isn't contained. It ripples straight into the world of the boys. The institution he ran is deeply embedded in Vought International, and his death creates both instability and opportunity. Characters like Homelander thrive on chaos, and Vought, it doesn't mourn, it adapts. In the finale, certain shots, certain whispers in the background weren't random, they were setups. This isn't the end of a villain, it's the start of a power war, and if you go back, way back, this moment was always coming. Early in season 1, Godolkin himself said, "We make heroes. We decide who matters." But in multiple scenes, we also see Marie listening, watching, waiting. Her entire arc has been about turning pain into control. From the first time she weaponized her blood, to the moment she learned she didn't need to be controlled by anyone, this kill was destiny. The show laid the breadcrumbs. We just didn't want to believe it. This isn't just a shocking finale. This is a pivot point for the universe. By killing Thomas Godolkin, Marie didn't just end a villain arc, she declared war on a system that feeds men like him. For years, Vought controlled the narrative, but this moment is the first real crack. What happens when the students stop being pawns? What happens when the next generation of soups turns its back on Vought's control? This moment echoes far beyond Godolkin University. It forces every superhuman to pick a side, and if The Boys Season 5 goes where it's clearly heading, this will be remembered as the spark that lit the fire. Thomas Godolkin was built to last, but in the end, he fell to the very thing he tried to control, the blood of the next generation. Marie Moreau's kill wasn't just personal, it was political, it was mythological, it was the birth of a war. So here's the real question now, not who killed Godolkin. We know that. The question is, who's coming to replace him? Because in this world, when power dies, something worse usually takes its place.